The United States government has, for the first time ever, acknowledged by de facto the long-suspected reality of the UFO phenomenon. John Burroughs encountered a craft of unknown origin in England's Rendlesham Forest in December of 1980 and suffered injury therefrom, for which the Veterans Administration is now recognized by granting him full medical disability. Thanks to the citizens' hearing on disclosure, efforts of people like former Congressman Cook of Utah, who expressed such outrage at the hearing, we were contacted by certain people that were able to help us directly as a result of our appearance in 2013 at the hearing.
I'm particularly interested in this classified record system. They've admitted that an incident has taken place. What could possibly be a reason to withhold from the person whose medical record it is if they've confirmed the incident, which they have? I don't see how this can be unless a cover-up has taken place. And I don't mean to be throwing uninformed statements out here, but you cannot admit that there was an incident. I'd just like to clarify this point once more because I want to be careful the way I'm saying it. And then insist on classifying a medical record related to that incident. We don't even have to talk about whether it was a UFO. They don't have to admit what you saw. But they sure have to admit that there's no reason to hold your medical records, and this is very disturbing to me. You might be able to take a truth embargo blockade and maybe move it a brick at a time, but that's where major cracks start occurring and where things start falling into place. Now, if this panel, for example, and I'm going to talk to each one to see if I can get them to sign a letter that I'm going to be asking them to help compose to both the Veterans Administration and to the President of the United States, because we've had, I think it's time to ask President Obama himself to ask for something very simple here, something that may not sound very dramatic to anybody, and that's Sergeant Burroughs and Sergeant Peniston's medical record.
What the heck was going on out there that would draw this much attention from the agencies involved to this day? What would still be classified, and if it is, what did we have or what were we dealing with that would still remain silent today? Almost every weapon we've ever developed back in that time frame has been exposed that we're aware of, and yet today this is still classified and we can't even receive medical treatment for it.
When we did the hearing, we went in there with a specific agenda, and what I mean by the agenda was we wanted to show the human factor, how it affects people, service people, not just our case, but there's been other cases. So when we did that, that made a huge impact, I think, on the people from Congress, yes, which led to the letter being sent to the President of the United States and to the head of the VA at the time. And believe it or not, the letter, we never got a personal acknowledgement from the President, but the letter did come back to the VA and was in our case file and played a part in the fact that, you know, this disability was settled.
We'd like to thank the citizens' hearing on disclosure. As a result of the help that was encouraged by the hearing, John Burroughs is pleased to announce today that he's been granted full disability.
It doesn't usually happen with the VA the way this has happened. This is probably one of the quickest settlements you'll ever see.
Guys, there's no question about it on cameras and on the side. Yeah. There was a result from this.
There was. That is so cool to hear.
A tangible result.
That is so cool to hear because you know you're looking for that. We were hoping something good would happen, and this is a really good affirmation. So hey, man, I'm stoked for you, and congratulations, you guys. I know it's gotta be
Right.
All right.